How's it going, guys? It's Mouseball, and this is the AttackMouse Nation and my salty gearheads. Welcome to Motoring with Mouseball. And guys, we're headed to Sanibel Island. Unfortunately, Carrie was late, and I'm not sure if she's gonna make it or not. I don't know if she's turned around and gone back home, but hopefully she's gotten my directions from Messenger and she's heading towards Sanibel Island with us. Maybe she'll join us a little bit later for the photo shoot. Either way, the whole idea is to get out here and enjoy the cars, and that's exactly what we're doing. We have our own trail of Fiats, and man, it's awesome, and it's so cool to be in this lineup with a vintage 124 Spider right in front of me. You know, both the occupants just having a blast driving that car. I mean, open top motoring is the best, and kind of the reason why Mama Mouse and I originally wanted a Barth Cabrio, or a Pop Cabrio for that matter, because the Cabrio just gives you a whole different experience. And trust me, open top motoring is by far the best kind of motoring. Now, we're getting separated from the group just a little bit, but it's no big deal. I'm pretty sure we'll get back together with them, or they'll pull off to the side somewhere. Either way, we won't be far behind, and a couple of these cars are highly tuned, so it's not that big of a deal. You know, we have enough power to catch up with the rest of the group. But luckily, we have the directions to Sanibel Island, so you know, we pretty much know where we're going anyway. The only thing that I kind of regret is that Carrie wasn't able to make it with us. And like I said, I really wish I could have someone like JG Mopar in the passenger seat, or Roger Gusty, or obviously Mama Mouse would be a lot of fun to have in the passenger seat. Actually, you know what? I'd be in the passenger seat. Mama Mouse would be in the driver's seat, because Mama Mouse loves to be in control, and she loves driving Mouseball. So without a doubt, guys, I will give you more footage of this awesome drive and a point of view from Mouseball's glorious dome. But nevertheless, I'm very excited. We'll see where the rest of the group pulled off, and we'll get in touch with Carrie and see what's happening with her in a little bit. So be back very soon. Okay guys, we're on our way to Sanibel Island. This is the beginning run, and what we want to do is we want to keep space between the cars. We don't want to be too close to one another, because in an event of having to panic stop for whatever reason, we want to be able to stop in time. Obviously, these cars are very light and very easy to stop, but again, reaction time varies. Now, as you can see, the ambiance around here is amazing. You have lots of palm trees, which are a Florida staple. You have a bridge that we're coming up on, and you obviously have the old world architecture that's out here. You've got a few people doing their morning walks. You've got some tiki huts. And I just love how the 124 Spider just cruising along, skating, gliding on the pavement. It's awesome. It's awesome when you have a group of like-minded enthusiasts who are getting out there and doing things. Because like I mentioned in the first video, Mama Mouse says the first thing to success is to show up. And if you show up, the rest is a cakewalk. And most people, they just don't want to wake up. They don't want to show up. You know, in the case of Carrie, she wanted to show up very badly, but she could have gotten lost. Her nav could have gotten her lost. There's lots of reasons why things went wrong, but nevertheless, it's no big deal. So we're trying to follow Emily in. I'm gonna give space to the 124 to get in. And obviously we're trying to keep the group together. Luckily, this Mercedes driver is very nice. He's gonna let Zeka Master 3000 in. And we're kind of like just toddling around around for right now. But this is the kind of like bar atmosphere of Bonita Springs. I mean, you see a lot of bars, a lot of tiki huts, a lot of hotels and resorts where people stay and stuff like that. You got a lot of motorcycle enthusiasts, Harley riders, excuse me. You know, the houses are exquisite. I mean, it's really cool to be down here. There's definitely a lot of money floating in this place, that's for sure. I mean, for my UK subscribers, this is kind of what Florida's like. I mean, it's kind of sun, palm trees, you know, multi-millionaire homes. And obviously where Orange Man Rad lives is much more, how would you put it, over the top, you know, because of just how big the houses and mansions. You know, they call Mar-a-Lago Billionaire Row. But regardless, even with the substantial amount of money that's floating around here, there's quite a few millionaires that live here as well. And it's just so cool to be down here, guys. I mean, just look at this place. And I can't even imagine what Sambo Island's going to be like. It's going to be a totally different experience from Palm Beach, from Miami. I mean, obviously, we want to hit South Beach. Mama Mouse and I have done it before several times, and it's very busy down there. And it's a totally different world from this place, which is, you know, kind of a nice, quiet cruise, whereas South Beach is just a bunch of sprawl. But you can see places like the Versace Mansion and all sorts of other, you know, places where celebrities gather when they're on their off time, so to speak. But guys, I'll get back to you in another one. This is really cool, and I want to give you a nice amount of footage that you guys can enjoy and different point of views on the ride. Okay guys, we're at the bridge, probably one of many bridges that we're going to cross as we go to the island. Now, a lot of people tend to hang out right here on the outside edge and enjoy the ocean view, and some of them bring out jet skis and a whole bunch of other stuff. But the thing is, guys, is that what's really cool about this kind of drive is now we're approaching a corner. We're actually approaching a turn, which is going to be fantastic for Copperhead behind me, Zekamaster 3000, and the rest of the group up front. Now, we do have a Harley in the mix, and you know, that's kind of like a pace motorcycle, but regardless, one bend is not bad for the beginning of this ride. And now we're heading to a much taller bridge up ahead. And as we proceed up that taller bridge, that should be pretty much the one of maybe 2 or 3 more, I'm not exactly sure, that head to the island. Now, once again, I've never been to the island. I'm not exactly sure what this is like. And the thing is that if this trip is really good, guys, then chances are what we're going to end up doing, Mama Mouse and I, is taking this trip ourselves. And we might do it in her other car, which will be revealed at some point in time when she feels like it, or her Fiat 500 Turbo, which is actually a Pop, a 2019 Pop, you know, in orange of all colors. Because, you know, Jess, she's all about the color orange. But we're proceeding up this bridge, and it kind of reminds me slightly of the Skyway Bridge going to Tampa. But just look at the amazing scenery. I mean, the side-to-side oceans, and I mean, it's a nice cruise. and the infrastructure isn't really that bad. I wanted to close the windows so you guys can hear me a little bit better, but I'll probably open them back up because, I mean, it's 72 degrees outside. I mean, you cannot beat this kind of weather. We'll do a little bit of a speed up here. Just to kind of make things a little more dramatic. Not that they need to be, but I'm pretty sure Copperhead is going to speed up, which he is. I knew he would do it. It just takes a little push, guys, just a little push to get everyone else to have a great time. But once again, guys, I will give you another point of view in a couple, and I'll get back to you with Mouseball Island. It's going to be amazing. Guys, this is the slow crawl for right now, and we've got a couple of vehicles separating us. Obviously, we're trying to keep the group together as much as possible, but I expected this to happen. This is something that naturally happens when you try to keep groups together. There's always going to be interlopers or people infiltrating your group. But you know what? It's no big deal. It happens. But nevertheless, we're kind of in a situation where the GPS is telling us there's a red line, and usually a red line means an accident or some kind of hazard of some kind. So we'll see exactly how much time it's going to take to navigate this. But other than that, we're not far from the group. We've got the 2 Abarths and 2 Pops right up ahead. We got the 124 right in front of me with the Jeep right in front of, or right behind it, excuse me. We got Copperhead behind me, and we got Zeka Master 3000 tailing at the end. But either way, we're not far behind, so we're not lost. We're not in a situation that we have to worry too much about. It's just a typical, you know, thing that happens when you do a cruise, that you're gonna have people that are gonna put themselves first and not recognize that, wow, there's a group of the same car going by. Maybe I shouldn't interject, you know, or bully my way in to the line and separate these people. But nevertheless, you know, it is what it is. It's Florida, and that's how most people roll. They're not very how would you put it, courteous? Is that the word for it? Courteous? You know, this is a very entitled me kind of society here in South Florida, and that's fine. I really don't care. You know, what I care about is being in Mouseball. We're letting you go. Oh my God, man. Some of these people are they're just so dense. I'll tell you what, at least it's entertaining, to say the least. At least we can say that. Oh, looks like somebody's doing a little bit of a wood chipper action there. Some chud energy going on. But I'll get back to you in a little bit, guys, with another point of view. So cool, so cool. Okay guys, we're finally back in the procession, and there goes another person cutting into our line. What's new? Oh, here we go. Looks like we got a Dodge Ram that's broken down in the middle of the lane. Yeah, no, it was an accident. That'll do it. Okay guys, I'm officially behind Emily, and the reason why is because I was trying to get some footage of the cars going by. Now, I don't think the rest of the group kind of got the idea, unfortunately, which I wish they would have, because I would have loved to get the rest of the cars in the lineup, but oh well, it is what it is. Hopefully we'll get more footage as we go, but right now we're making the left-hand turn, and Emily's done a great job leading us. You know, we've had quite a few people getting in our way, as always. I mean, that white Jeep was so annoying. I couldn't stand being behind that thing because I couldn't even see the rest of the cars ahead of us. And that right there is what really would have pissed Jessica off. I can tell you that. But regardless, guys, I'll give you another point of view in a few. I'm trying to get as much footage for you guys as I possibly can to put together a great video and obviously an even more fantastic trailer. I mean, I'm just having the time of my life, and yeah, there's some frustrating spots, but it's expected. That's natural. When you're in Florida, you're gonna deal with frustrating people. Go. Nice. Woo! Let's go, Emily. Now we're cooking with gas, guys. We're finally out and about in the open where we belong. And as you can see, Emily's car with that beautiful chrome red, I mean, just the most eye-catching look on a Fiat, period. And here comes Copperhead. Let's go! Guys, we got some footage that I know you're gonna enjoy. Those flybys were epic. And we want to make sure that we don't ram into anybody having too much fun. That's for sure. But now Copperhead and a couple of others have taken up the lead. And that's what actually makes it fun. And just get out of the way of these normies, which is a good idea. Let them have the lane. That's what I say. But guys, this is definitely the Italian experience for sure. Popped in front of Emily. Oh my God. Popped in front of Emily for a bit just to get her on camera. A big thank you to her. She's been awesome on this whole thing. Oh, I'm loving life, guys. Get back to you in another one. One thing I can tell you guys about the Fiat 500, we ain't regular traffic. We are not regular traffic.